I've got my I've got the Avata 2. Had it for a while now, and I want to upgrade it on the outside. I had a problem. Still works fine, but I need to get an upgrade to it. So this was great, and it didn't cost me a fortune, but that snapped off here when I first got it. These are 3D printed, they're very, very brittle. They haven't much given them. They're great as bumpers, but you know, they're not very forgiving. You know, they can snap easy, very brittle, not very strong. And you know, you say, buy cheap, buy twice. So there we are, I've got a bit of a crack here. So I need something that's going to make this stronger, put the power back in, you know, sort of the rigidity back into the frame. This was sort of showing up on any tight turns. It kept like doing this and showing up on videos, so that has to go. I've bought a kit. I'm going to try and fit it. I've watched the YouTube video for it that came with it. It cost £22, and here it is. Got the two sides, the base, top part for the GPS, the guards for this side, various bits and bobs, and a front and rear bumper that brings it all together. And they give you that goes on the back there, that sticks on with two of these. And they do send you two lots, both the guards and the base. For some reason they've sent me 4 of these and 2 of these. I only need 1 and I only need 2, so they're going in the space box. What else do I get? I'll get another one of those as well, so I don't need that. And I only need 2 of these and 2, so they can go there, and then 2 of these, so they can go. There's the 2 I've got. I think they go with that, which sticks on there, and one of those for that, and one of those for that, I believe. I hope so anyway. And I've got various screws. Got loads of screws. A little groovy bonus, because most people lose this. And there's the screwdriver for the Avata, this. And then there's an Allen key for these screws, which are hex bolts, like that. So hopefully I'll be able to get this sorted out and see how we go. Right then, so see how long it takes me. It looked pretty simple on the video, hopefully it will be. You get a little card with it which shows you what's going to happen with it. Teaches you, it tells you what to do. So I'm going to start in a second. I'm ready to start now. I had to have another little look at the instructions, because the amount of stuff that was increased in with it, you know, it's extra bits. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing something. So I'm going to begin. So start with the base, and I'm going to put that on there. It slots in. They've designed this whole thing around the Avata. It will be pretty simple to actually put all of these bits on, because it's got the guide points on, and put this on so you can see where this is going. It's supposed to fit perfectly. these are going to be cable tied on, so they don't, it will come off if I put it on, but I'm supposed to cable tie these. The cable tie grooves are there. I think there's one actually on the other side, but on the video I only did the outer one, so do I do it or not for that extra bit of protection? I think I'm going to, because there's more than I need. I think that's because you've got two bases. On the video, all of the outer parts were in the same place, so they were all showing. This bit was on here. I'm going to start by doing the ones at the back. I've got massive sausage fingers, so I don't find it easy to do stuff like this. But hopefully this won't take forever, and this won't be the world's longest video. I'm boring to death. See what's what. Apologies, the old washing machine's going in the background and TV's on next door. Because I'm an absolute pro. Yeah, okay. That's the first one on. I'll do the other side. That's that way, around there. That's that. Yeah. This way. Nice and tight. As I said, I'm going to do both sides of this. So I'm going to do this one here. There's a groove here for a cable tie, then there's two grooves here. On the video, like I said, the grooves were only there for the two parts here and here. I've done a bit too far along. So that's the first two on, and I'm just going to speed this bit up. So I'm going to continue to do this, but this part obviously we're not going to fly around with that sticking out the bottom. That's why I got myself a pair of scissors. And this is where it gets good. Trim all these bits off, leave a little bit, just in case there's any give in them. I do have plenty of spares though for that other second one, so they'll go away. But if any of these come off, I think I'll be using those for my spares. There you go. We're going to palm go in the bin. There we go. Oops. There we are. So that's that. Now on there. That's done. Now for the tricky bit. Now, anybody who's ever taken this part off, that's the GPS screws. Make sure you've been nice and firm when you do it, because I've done this on another Avata, and you know, if you ran that screw off, you're done. You are done. So make sure it goes in, nice bit of purchase, and yeah, that little snap. Once that little snap's gone, you can then unscrew this Nice and easy. Now the first one's still in there, so I'll do the one went nice and easy. The second one I've just got to make sure that goes okay as well, and it has. So, phew, this was the bit that I was really bobbing my pants about, because I was really worried that these wouldn't play ball. They don't throw these screws away, you put them down in an area where you can find them, which is great. And then we get the orange. Now in the video, you push this up like this, and that goes over there, like so. And as far as I can see, it won't want to go any further, so I'll just take it out just to make doubly sure. And it slots in there. It's supposed to go a bit further. There we are, there we go, that's that. So that now lines up with the screw holes, which you should be able to see. Yep, they're right there. Now I've got to put these back on. Again, sausage fingers, massive sausage fingers. These bigger little bits aren't my particular favourite thing to do, because I just don't want it to come out crap. A few turns on that one. So you're not opening it up, you're only just taking the screws off and then putting them back in. Don't over tighten your screws, but make sure you get some purchase and there's enough of the screw in there to hold it in. Nothing worse than the screw about enough. If you want to use a blue lock like DJI use, then please feel free to do so. Flip. There we are. So now, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? That was I would say, that's possibly the trickiest part of this whole process. I would like to think so. Well, I hope so. Now, it says that on the front, on one of these, it says right. And the R is here. And there it is. The R is there. You can see that, probably can't, but there we are. So that's the right one, and that one will go on here. So what I'm supposed to do is, these are bumper cushions that you can see there, and they're 3M as well. Pretty good brand, 3M. Talking top end gear, this. Yeah. And then I have no fingernails whatsoever. That's mainly from flying drones. A bit nervous like. And also this one. Try not to peel off the backing. Peel off the middle bit. There's always one, isn't there? Always one that doesn't want to play ball and decides to strip the whole bloody thing off. There we are. Also, these red tip ends, these need to come off as well. They'll be the ones that are sticking it on. It does note in the video that you must make sure that these are nicely attached to it. Try and get this up. There we go. Tip of the scissors. Always good. Okay, so there we are. Obviously I've got this bit broken, luckily this will fit over the edge there. They just slot on like so. That goes there like that. That doesn't matter about that, that's fine. That goes on there and that sticks on there. That's that side. So far so good. So far so good. And then this one. Again, pili time. Scissors. There we go. anytime. No. There we are. Oops, cut it. Be gentle, Philip, be gentle. And the red one. Do. There we are. Taking up the sticky bit. Just need that little bit of red. Just the top part, and there we go. It's coming. It's coming. No, I've cut it off. Oh, there we go. Voila. This side's fine. Again, just make sure you get it in the right place. I've kind of stuck it in the wrong place. It's not very helpful for it. It does come off until it's sort of stuck and stuck, if you get what I mean. Once it's in place and it's stuck, then it should bond with the drone. That's nice. It's on this little bit where the crack is. So that's good. Slotted in there, all around there properly. The two cushion parts are on, and there we have that part. So I've got them on. That's looking good. Now, need 6 screws for the big front bumper. Put all the screws here. Probably don't need them all, but they're there just in case. Don't drop any. This will be a video of me trying to get loads of screws off the floor, which is no use to anybody. Now, this one is the back one, and this one's the front one. I know this is the front one because this one requires 6 screws. 2 on the front, 2 on each other side. So they should go like that. Make sure it is the right way. There we are. Oops, dropped it. There we go. I'll work this out now. It goes like that. So these 2 here are slotted in nicely. It's like a glove. For this, we're using the hex bolt. We'll have to put this down. Put this first one in. Hex Allen key, whatever you want to call it. And then this. First screw in, which you won't be able to see from that side, and I'm not going to come all the way around there and sort of fiddle around with it. I'm sure you don't really need to see this. It's just as long as it's the finished article, that's really all that matters really. And that's screwing on. Is it screwed in correctly? Yes, it is. I'm not going to put that one in completely. I need a little bit of give in this one. I'm going to tighten them down until I've got all 6 in there, and then I can put them all in their final position. So that one's going in there. Got to have a little bit of give, but this kit is pretty flexible. It's not too rigid. Obviously there's some give in it. And to be fair, I mean, from what I can tell from just putting it together, it's very well thought out, and seems to be quite a good build. But we will see. You never know. Might just end up taking it for a fly and it blows up halfway around. But it's all fun of the fair. That's all what we're going to find out tomorrow. Going out for a sunrise flight, early morning. Life of a drone, recreational drone pilot. Getting up at 20 to 4 in the morning, go and catch a sunrise. My mate's like, oh, meet you at 5, and I'm like, sunrise is at 4:46, pal. You got to get up and go. So, meeting up at 4:30, half an hour to get where I'm going. Went to Alistair Park in Derby. Never been there. Well, I've been there, but I've never actually flown there. I've been there to park once because I was picking somebody up from the local hospital, the Derby Royal. And there we are. It's nice and tight on there. Got to be really careful. Hopefully these are flexible enough they don't break. Missed a screw. That's going to go on there. I think I should have put the protectors on, the screen protectors, these, but that's fine. I'll do those in a minute. That's all 6 screws in, just make sure they're all reasonably tight. I don't over tighten them, never open tighten the screws. I haven't got like a torque wrench or anything, this is just a bloody kit to go on a drone. It's not like a Dodge Challenger or anything, is it? Well, there we go. Put the front bumper on. That's brought all of it together. That's made it super rigid. That means I've got. That is really good. I'm impressed so far. I am actually impressed. Now, from what I understand in the video, this goes like that. And sort of slots on here. Goes there, like that. Believe it, there is a screw there. This confuses me, but there is. You see that? There's like a ridge there, like a bit of that slots on it. They're both the same, both sides, so should be okay. Popping it on there like that. There is a screw hole there and a screw hole there. But what that's for, I do not know, because there's nothing on here where it would attach. So I think that's just possibly just a part of the process of doing it. Again, that's giving it a bit more rigidity. There's certainly no holes there for me to attach to. So I think I'm good in that respect. And it's pretty cool, to be fair. It's sort of like some sort of a praying mantis. Again, get the screws, the mini bolts, and there you go. And then we just screw that in. Nice and easy. That was it. They don't take a lot of screwing in, to be fair. They are quite tough towards the end. So you get to that bit there. But that's what the leverage bit is for. Probably going to go around and tighten things up just a little bit more. Nice and wide, so that you don't get. I don't know if you people have bought those ones, the metal ones from online. My friend bought those and they show up on the video, so we'll be doing like really like cool videos, and then you've got this dirty great big peripheral vision blocker, because these have got super widescreen on them. So we'll be checking it, and I'll be taking my spanners, and if there's any indication that this shows up in my videos that it's going for a burn, it's going to be in the bin. There we are. I have actually got a mount for this, and if I had the long enough screws I'd probably put it on there, and that's from a Nano, DJI Nano. I am DJI mad. I am literally DJI not a fanatic, but look, I'd absolutely adore anything DJI at the moment. Pocket 4, Volta 2, Mini 5 Pro, and the Neo. I've had a 2 Mini 3s. I just love this hobby so much. Oh, ha, ha, there we are. It looks like a private wonder. For the rear. Okay, Maria, the rear. And that one goes on there like that. And this is all about stability. No point is any of the sensors being blocked. It's been really well thought out. I've got to give them that. So 4 screws in the back. See how the first one goes. Come on. You're being a bugger. You're being a naughty screw. No. It is in, but I've screwed it in and there's a gap. So, my granddad used to say, if something's worth doing, it's worth doing it well. And I agree with that, so I'm not going to just do this half-heartedly. I'm going to do it well, and hopefully the outcome, the result will be good as well. Yeah. Okay. Is that even right? Doesn't look like it's in the right bit. Here's me saying do it well and screwing the thing into the wrong part. We will get it right. It's always the last bit that's a bit of a pain in the backside. There we go. Cool one. Don't mess me about. Be nice to sausage fingers. Yeah. Which people stop messaging me while I'm trying to do a video. Okay. So this bit isn't playing ball. It seems to wanting to screw into there rather than there. If I put my finger on that, stretch it out. I think these, as well as being a rear bumper, I think this is like a tension bar, so the rigidity of it will be increased, which I'm all for. But although the Volta 2 is a rigid beast, I would suggest that there's no harm in making it a bit more rigid. Don't think it affects the weight really that much. My battery got overheated, so it went off. Just the crucial moment. But I've been round and I used the leverage on this part here, and it's now complete. So there we are. There's the completed. How long did it take us? I don't know. Less than half an hour. Very simple to do, and it is sturdy, rigid. I don't know what I'm going to call it. The Satsuma, the flying Satsuma. You know, the orange devil. I don't know. There's one last piece to put on, to be fair. I've got 2 screws left. For the life of me, I don't know where they are supposed to go. They're not those ones. I know definitely that's that. I think they're the 2 screws that go in here, but whereabouts would they go? You know, it's not. There's nowhere on here that would suggest they go anywhere other than where they are. You know, you seem all right. I'm sure. Like this. As the famous character from Red Dwarf Lister said, whenever you do DIY, there's always bits left over. And it's so true. There's always something left over when you DIY something. I'm sure I won't blame it if there's a problem. I'll put this last bit in peel. Remove the redness. Which I can't do because I've got no fingernails. Again from drone flying. Yeah, baby. There we go. Scissors to the rescue once again. Ta-da. Put that on there like that. Don't put it too close to the other one. Try not to put it all wonky. There we go. Not the best, but it's just the last little bit. In fact, you know what? I don't even think, why do I need to put it on the back there? It says if I 2, you stick it on there, or nah, that's my point. Maybe I'll need it, but there we go, all done. Quite happy with that, to be fair. Put these bits back in here. Very handy. Love a little hex Allen key. Love stuff like that. If you're a bloke, you absolutely love it. Absolutely love that kind of thing. And so that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll get to see the magic, the flying Satsuma in a park or countryside area near you at some time in the future. Thanks for watching.